Hi everyone, I'm Lorella, not a farm girl on a homestead adventure. And today we're going to do a garden update on the weeds and veggies. I know it is already past June 15th and I'm just getting you caught up to the end of May. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work really hard this weekend and get another video out on Monday or Tuesday. And it will hopefully, I'm going to say it's going to get us through the whole first week of June, and then near the end of the week we can do the second week and get a little bit closer so that you're a little bit more real time with these videos. Sorry, I've been just a little bit behind on editing, but I'm trying to get you guys caught up. And then push back with your feet. And then I'll turn around. There we go. It's super bright out here. I had to stop filming for a bit because my phone got overheated and I can hardly tell what's on the screen when I'm looking at it. So hopefully you're gonna be able to see what I'm about to show you. But I am so happy with the weed eradication done by the plastic. My walkways are 100% clear. Now I want to keep them that way. So I've got my hay mulch in the wheelbarrow. But first, let's take a look at these walkways. Isn't that fantastic, guys? Now I'm going to put the mulch down, but I'm not going to try and record because it's too hot out here for my phone. I'll come back and show you it when it's done. So this is what it's looking like so far. I'm feeling really hot. I think I need to go inside and take a break. I need to be smart and listen to my body, drink some water and cool off a bit, and either come out in a little while or this evening. Leslie and I went and cooled off at the creek, and the sun is a little lower in the sky. It's not quite as hot as it was earlier, so I'm going to get back in the garden and try and get these walkways finished. And if I have time, I want to make another bed and something else. Plant my bell peppers. So we'll see. I don't know if I can get all that done before the sun sets. I didn't get the peppers planted, but I did get straw in all the walkways that have been cleared. And I moved the plastic that I took off of the walkways around the outside of the beds to hopefully kill off more of those weeds. So I'm just gonna do that and repeat and repeat and repeat until we have good stuff going up there. What else? I'm really red. The heat gets to me, but I just drink lots of water and try and work when it's cool. Peas and radishes, spinach, onions, potatoes beyond them, Swiss chard in front, beets and onions in back, bush beans and carrots in the back, tomatoes and red Greek squash in the back, cucumber with red Greek squash in the back, tomatoes and lettuce, zucchini and yellow squash, which are going nuts. My cut flower garden is just starting to just poke its head through, and then more tomatoes back there. So I have to build another bed for bell peppers. Oh, and then I have my watermelon. Let's go look at the watermelon. Here's my watermelon, and I'll do the same thing over here. Kill off most of the weed pressure with the plastic, and when it's died down, then I'll come back in with some thick straw mulch. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. in the rows and on top of my new beds. Now let's get some harvesting done. Look at how invasive this grass is in Missouri. It's grown up through the above ground, the raised bed, right up here with the peas. See if I can get it out without disturbing the peas root system. Fortunately, it's coming up pretty easy, probably due to all the good mulching. What I really want to talk about today is peas. Let's see if any of these are ready for harvest yet. Now you can tell, probably pretty obviously, that these thin pods are not ready to harvest because these are not snow peas. These are shelling peas. So we're going to look for ones that are nice and fat. Here's one that's getting a little better. It's a little bit, but it needs to be almost fully round. This still has flat edges around the back of it, so I think it's not ready yet. Okay, let's see what we've got here. This one still has some flat parts on it also, up here especially. Let me look farther down the row. That's a weed. Bye-bye. Got some more radishes to come up. Is that a radish? That is a radish flower right here, folks. That's very pretty. Alright, let's see what else we got. Any other peas that look like this plastic I'm stepping on is very slippery. See if there are any other peas that look like they might be getting close to harvest. Still pretty flat. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. Trying a variety of harvesting positions. I'm not used to squatting, bending, kneeling. All of them are kind of new, so I can only do one of those for any, short length of time, and then I have to change. Can I cut the whole thing down like they do on Curtis Stone with the Salanova? Will it grow back? Or do I need to harvest just the outside leaves? I think I'm going to do some of each and then see what happens. Whew, I've been out here only about an hour. It's not long past 8:30. It's already hot and humid. It's crazy. So we got to get out here in the early morning and do this kind of stuff. Chris made me a smoothie, so yummy. Thank you, Chris. Good morning. It's about 6:30 a.m. and I'm getting out here to get some work done while it's still cool. It's not too humid yet and not too hot. We're about mid-60s Fahrenheit. So right now I'm going to transplant the rest of my lettuce, and I'm going to try something that I read about and see whether it works. I am going to plant my lettuce in between my tomato plants, and in theory, as long as I single stem these up, so they're not too spread out, the lettuce will get the shade it needs as the summer gets hotter. So let's give it a try and see what happens. And I have my other lettuce that's planted down there at the end. We'll do a comparison later on, although that got transplanted a little bit earlier. So right now I'm going to figure out how many plants I have and where I'm going to put them here among the tomatoes. You probably noticed that some of these lettuce behind me were way past when I should have transplanted them. Pretty tall and leggy and the roots growing out the sides. However, I'm going to give it a shot. Nature likes to grow, so we'll see what happens. I think they'll be all right. I'm going to give them a good watering in, let them get settled, and I bet they bounce right back. Bell peppers. Tomatoes. Zucchini and yellow squash. Greek red squash. Cucumbers. Lettuce. Lettuce with tomatoes. Bush beans. I'm thinking about putting in one more bed of bush beans. Swiss chard, which got planted rather erratically. Onions. A sunflower. Spinach, which I think might be drawing near to the end of the harvest. Carrots. The ones at the far end are needing to be thinned. A different onion variety. Beets. Potatoes, peas, and radishes. Well, that's it for today's market garden update. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. It really does. I do take what you say and input it into practice when I can, put it into practice when I can. And so please keep the comments coming and subscribe, and please share us with your friends. Well, that's it for today's market garden, the weeds and an update on the veggies.